What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about how Fortnite was extremely close to never even happening at all. Just imagine never having experienced any games, just being stuck with PUBG and all those other inferior games. And it's just something that's really weird to think about. And guys, we're going to talk about how this almost happened, or I should probably say almost never happened. So before we get into it, make sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on everything that's going on with Fortnite. And guys, let's get into it. So guys, for those of you who don't know, which will probably be all of you, there used to be a director of productions at Epic Games called Rod Fergusson, and he was actually the guy who kind of ran Epic Games. I wouldn't say that he's like their owner or anything, but he kind of controls, or at least has the biggest say in what they do as a company, where they're going, what direction they're heading, and more specifically, what games they're going to make. And even back in 2012, which was when he was last involved with Epic Games, they were actually still coming up with the idea of Fortnite, trying to get a successful game. And at the time, Save the World actually ended up being the primary way that they thought that Fortnite was going to function and, make money. Rod Fergusson, however, was not on board with the way things were shaping up and what the others thought about Fortnite and the ideas that they had for it more specifically, and he was just not a fan. He did not think that it was going to thrive, and actually, he was right to an extent because Save the World is not an overly successful mode. I do know that a lot of people enjoy it, but it's not something that would have been nearly as popular as the Battle Royale portion of Fortnite would have been, and obviously, back at the time, the Battle Royale portion of Fortnite was not really a thought. So there's a great chance that if Rod Fergusson had continued to stay at Epic Games and he had, still a huge say in what would have happened in terms of, what games were being developed and all that stuff, then there is a huge chance that he would have shut down Fortnite, and he would have thought that it would be Save the World that would be successful, and Fortnite Battle Royale would never have a chance to, be created. Now, it's not exactly clear why Rod Fergusson actually ended up leaving Epic Games, but it is a amazing thing that he did, because if he did not leave Epic Games, he would have shut the entire thing down and Fortnite Battle Royale would not exist today. And I know that there is a decent chance that maybe Epic Games still liked this idea of having a Battle Royale, so they would create one in a different type of game. But again, if Fortnite didn't have that same graphics and that same, just thing about it that set it apart from other Battle Royale games like PUBG and H1Z1, then it wouldn't be the Fortnite that we know and love today, or at least, used to know and love, back in the day of Season 3, Season 4, that kind of stuff. But anyway, nostalgia aside, guys, this is just absolutely incredible that it was this close to being that Fortnite never existed, and that kind of just makes me sad to think that would even be a possibility, because Fortnite back in the day was just such a cool thing, and everybody would go to school and talk about Fortnite, and people wouldn't be ashamed of playing a video game or talking about it, and guys would be proud of playing Fortnite in front of the girls, and it's just something that really stood out to me, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. So to think that this almost never happened, it's just incredible to think, and it definitely would have changed the gaming world as we know it. However corny. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what games you would have played if Fortnite had never existed. What was maybe your favorite before then that Fortnite kind of caused you to stop playing, that kind of stuff. I'd like to know. I'd also like to start branching out and playing some new games, because Fortnite is not really something that interests me anymore, and I kind of just do it for you guys, honestly. So if you guys want to see a specific game, and I see a lot of people wanting me to talk about that specific game, then I definitely will look into that, and I will see if I'm interested. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure that you leave a like on the video on your way out, and I will see you guys in another video.